want to show a hero with a lens. In story is making a hero. He got a national award. Fun-loving thing. If it is a dark film, it will be a different thing. I don't have any job, so Roju, I told you, no, it's a one-day story.
Hello everyone, I'm Hemant Kumar and you're watching Talking Movies with iDream. Our guest today is one of the most prominent cinematographers in South India. In the past 15 years, he has worked in almost 25 films, including the likes of Uttam Villain, Vishwarupam 2, Prasthanam, Sahasam, to name a few, in Telugu and Tamil. And also is a very prominent name in Malayalam film industry with several ads and commercials and documentaries. So please welcome Mr. Shamdat. So let's see what he has to say about his latest Telugu film, Bhale Manchi Roju, which is about to release on December 25th. So let's get talking now. Shamdat sir, thank you so much for joining. It's such a pleasure to have you on the show. So you're back in Telugu after a brief gap, right? So what convinced you to take up Bhale Manchi Roju?
See, it's all about the stories. I am a kind of person, I would love to communicate with people with good stories. Because in our country, most of the people are like, they have their own kind of lot of problems. So, I am a kind of person, when I am doing some movie, it should entertain people and they will love it. So, it's like a kind of mirror. We are showing their life in a different way, technically, and they should enjoy, go for a movie, laugh, cry, laugh, learn something and come back. That's why I selected this film, because the director was new. He never worked with any film directors or something like that. He's not from film industry.
Oh, so he's never assisted anybody there?
He never assisted anybody. So I thought like when he comes, he is studying movies with international films only. So the story, when he told me, it was a one-day story, and I like one-day stories because in one day there is a lot of things can happen. Like when you travel in a bus, somebody will be sitting with you and you don't know who is with you, but after some time in the evening you will find like that guy is so important to you in your life.
True.
So each and every person is very important for life, and it is a kind of communication in this movie.
So what was the aspect which really grabbed your attention when you said, yes, I'm going to do the film? Like, I mean, you just told me that it happens in a single day, but more than that, what was the reason?
It's a thriller genre, and there is a lot of fun, there is a lot of comedy. It is not pressurized comedies, it's all comes from the life, it's very natural. So I told him like, when you are shooting this movie, I was shooting Uttam Villain and I was shooting around 100 lights at a time on a set. Then I told him like, I want to meet your producer, whether if that guy is genuine, we can go ahead. Because some producers are like, we can't spend like that, we can't do this, we can't do that. And I really want, whenever I work with any production, I want to know the producer, because he should be having some kind of a passion about movies. Then only the movie will go in a very good flow. So I asked him about the producer, I met him. So he told me like, sir, when you came to this movie, I put 1.5 crores extra for your comfort. So I told him like, you save that money, we'll do a fantastic film. Because that is his attitude. Then I told him like, I was shooting with lot of lights. This film, I want to go very natural, but there will be a kind of style which the story demands. I will provide that. So the budget is not the factor for a hit film.
True.
It's an idea. So this guy got a kind of talent. I want to know his vision first, then I have to travel with him. So I spend around 1 week with him. We just go here and there, and we short divided the whole film. Then we went to the shoot. So I told him like, I'm not going to take any extra shots because I don't want to waste time, and it is not a kind of film that you have to shoot a lot, then you go for edit and you take it out. So he was okay with that. We short divided it, and he was having a kind of, he is a very positive person and very passionate, and I saw the whole team like 25, 22, 23, everybody is like, I want to do a movie. So each and every day when we are shooting, we are so happy. When we are coming back, sir, it came out really well. And everybody used to hug. That we never get from normal sets.
When you said that you read the script and you understand that style which that film demands, so who dictates that? Do you dictate that, or does the director tell you that this is how I want the film to shape up?
No, director is so clear about his film. One thing which I liked very much is when he was telling the scenes, he used to tell like, there is a sound cut here. So yeah, so there is a sound cut here, so we can cut from here to there. So I used to tell him like, I'm so glad that some director is talking about sounds, because I believe in one thing is, if the visual is 60%, no, actually I am wrong. If the visual is 40%, 60% is sound, because sound gives the information. So I told him like, when you are taking me, you need to take a very good art director and a costume designer and the makeup guy from the all the department should be very perfect. And I need a sound designer for sure, because sound is that which all the people misses. So if you are not going for a live sound also, you need a sound designer. So sound can give all the emotions. Whatever mistakes I make, that guy can manage. Okay. So we need a sound cut thing and visual cut. Both we have to put it in our mind when we are shooting. So my producer was okay. Normally people used to tell like, no, sound design, it will cost minimum 15 lakhs. We can go for some, but people don't understand that thing makes money, gives money. So, and Sriram is a kind of person, he has his film on his mind, and he was having fun with his actors. And if something goes wrong, I used to tell him like, no, it should not be like that. He used to believe me. And if I am doing something, he used to tell like, okay sir, good, thank you sir. That is a good thing, because understanding, main thing with the director and the cameraman is understanding. And he chose me as a cameraman because I am a kind of person, I don't overact with my camera.
What do you mean by that? Like, can you elaborate?
With camera, I can show, as a cinematographer, I can play around, like with glossy visuals and with fantastic frames. And I can tell like, this is a best frame, you do your scene in this. I don't do that. So in this film, it's like around 25 days, I didn't use any light. I shot with the natural lights. So I was telling the producer, we are not saving, we are not wasting any money. There is God over there. He is giving a kind of light. We have to see what we are capturing in. So you have to trust me. He was telling me, no, you can have light unit, you can take anything, whatever you want. So I told him like, if you trust me, you should tell the actress also. If I am not using lights, maybe the actress will think like, why this guy is shooting like this. So I need a trust. So you have to tell everyone like whatever I am doing. On screen, you won't feel like there is no light or something like that. So he said, okay. Sudhir was so comfortable.
Did you have the same discussion with Sudhir and Vamika also, or?
No, I didn't tell anything to Vamika, but I talked to Sudhir. So Sudhir was telling like, I am a very big fan of you, sir. I really like your work. So I told him like, I didn't do anything so great. I am trying to do something, but you have to trust me. So he said, no, sir. We know you. That's why when you came to this project only, we were so happy. And he said like, whatever you do, I am there. So it's a kind of family. When you do a movie, after 1 week, it will become a kind of family. Then everything goes so well. Like it's like friends. Do something, be happy. It's like Balai Manjuroju only. Be happy, go and sleep well, do some parties, happy.
Everybody looks up to you on this film set, like they trust you completely. And going by what you said, the director is, you share a very good rapport. Right? Now I understand that rapport is one thing, but is it a good thing when the director and cinematographer agree on pretty much everything? Aren't there bound to be some, I don't know, I mean, I'm not even saying confusion, but difference in perspective or,
No, some people used to go to the set and they will discuss the scene till afternoon. Then they will shoot the scene in the evening. That is really bad. It is unprofessional. That's why what I thought, like, first we went to the location recce. We saw the location, we took pictures, then we know the place. Then we sit for the short division part. On that short division part, we know exactly where we are shooting. So I used to tell him like, morning light, it comes from here, evening light goes here. So when you want to shoot, when you have to shoot the exterior, when you have to shoot the interior. So morning light will come out, we'll shoot. Then when the light is bad, we go inside, we shoot the interior scenes. Then we come out in the evening, we'll shoot the exterior. And in some scenes, like when the story is happening in the afternoon, we should shoot in the afternoon only. Okay. It is not like I don't shoot in top light or something like that. So normally nobody shoots in top light. So when I shoot in top light, it's a different visual. Okay. So that is something interesting. We got it. So I am a kind of person, I can shoot in any light, any time. And I have to see on frame my continuity and other stuffs.
So what, this film was shot in almost like a real time thing, is it? Like time. Morning scenes were shot in the morning, afternoon scenes?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So what, you didn't play around with the light to create that effect?
You know, if you have the light there, why you want to light up? When we were shooting in film, we were shooting in 50 ASA, 100 ASA and all. When the digital came, digital is giving double quality. So the shoot is starting with 800 ASA. So we have to cut the light right now. So what I thought, like when we were shooting in film, it was film. The look was like film only. Then the digital came, everybody was telling like it is looking like video, it is looking like digital. So I find like it is a better thing from film. It has to change and it should be like that. And there is an artist with the camera, he has to capture the right frame and the right light. So digital is a better version, and in this better version we don't have to use much lights also. If you want to capture it, if you see, if you are giving 100 light or 200 light to any cameraman, if he doesn't have any craft, he can't make a good quality film. He may not be a good cameraman. But if you give those kind of lights to Ravi K Chandran kind of people, they make magics.
Right.
They play around, they know what to do. All the cameramen can't do everything. So I used to work like with the budget. I know with lights we can make a kind of quality, and without light also I can shoot. So it's all about the story. If it is a love story, I may not be telling my producer and director to shoot with natural lights.
Okay.
If the story is something like that, it is a fun-loving thing. If it is a dark film, it will be a different thing.
Now, when the trailer released, everybody loved the trailer. It was like, I think, one of the best trailers that we have seen in this year. And a lot of people were curious to know from you, like, how do you decide what's going to be the color scheme of the film? Like, does it signify something? Does it mean something, or is it just style?
Actually, color speaks very loudly. So, if somebody is sitting in a darkness, you should not be putting a lot of light to show an actor. Basically, camera is an equipment which tells a story. Most of the people, if you see international films and Indian films, we used to capture artists. Like we want to see his face all the time, and we want to see their expressions all the time. But in international films, if you see, they capture the story.
Okay.
So if some actor is in darkness, he will be in darkness. If he is turning that side, it will be like that only. If that guy is emotional, it can be silhouette from the back also. There is music, there is sound effects, there is a sound design. It can tell the story. And precisely you want to capture some kind of an emotion from his face straight, you can capture like that also. Then about lenses, you can use the lens in a lot of emotions. Like if you are watching something very near, the camera can come like this with a normal lens. And if it is something far, the director is telling something very far, you can go for a tele lens, you can capture. And there is lot of behavior with wide angle lens, normal lens, and zoom lens. And there is a kind of choreography in that. So we can take the story, we can divide the story. In one film in Malayalam, I started the film shooting with tele lens. All the characters will be very close because we were telling a love story in the beginning. So I put all glossy lights like backlights and kicker lights and everything. You can see everything very bright. Light was so soft in the face, and the characters will be very near. Then after some time, the both characters are living in a single room, and they are having a kind of
It's a fight, breakup.
breakup things. So and one character is becoming blind. So what I do is, from there my camera was shooting all the scenes with a single lens, like 16 lens, a little wider lens. All the close-ups are like this, and the characters' positions are like very far. When this guy is telling some lie, when this guy is telling some, this guy is genuine, he will be in closer, the other person will be in far. So in composing only, mentally audience can understand that there is a gap. Like that.
Was that artist?
Artist
Okay.
film. And when this guy is sitting alone, he will be in a kind of half silhouette. He will be having a light on his eyes, not in the body. And sometime, and I designed one light. Even with the light also we can tell a lot of emotions. Like when these people are staying in a room, there is a tube light which may not be working all the time, it will be flickering, and there is a tungsten bulb which will be hanged in a wall, and there is a 0-volt bulb, a red bulb, which will be a kind of night light, a red light. So when they are sleeping, the red light will be there. So the whole thing will be in red. When this girl is opening her eyes, when she is waking up from sleep, this guy will be painting there. And this blind guy can touch the switch, something like that, and that tube light will be flickering there. So when this girl is looking at him, everything is disturbed. So this girl is thinking like, is this guy is becoming mad or what? That feel can give with the light. And sometime when this guy is telling like, I need to go to the toilet and all, so these people will be in red light. When she is hugging her in the bed also, they are in red. Mentally they have some kind of problem, but they are in a single bed. The relationship is going in a different style. Like that I designed the light and the lensing and the whole choreography. So when I was shooting, I didn't tell anything to my director.
For this film, Bale Manch Roju?
No, for the artist.
Okay.
In between I asked him, I am doing something in this, can you feel it? He said like, yeah, it's beautiful, fantastic. There is a kind of mood. I told him about the lensing and all those things which I am doing. And I told him like, nobody can understand that, but it is a kind of feeling. People can get it. It's like love. It is a feeling. When one audience is sitting there watching the movie, they will get a kind of mood like when this guy is sitting alone in a dark room, that silence will give a kind of emotion for them. So sometimes we have to make the audience bored to get that mood. So some directors, some people called me, they said like, you did something in the movie, I didn't understand, but it is awesome.
Okay.
I never thought about the cinematography. I was only watching the movie.
That's a big compliment for you, right?
Exactly. And I got another compliment from Kamal Hassan. Kamal Hassan, I never thought like what he is thinking about me or something like that. But in an interview he said like about Shamdat, he doesn't need any Switzerland or some place to make any quality. You can take him to any slum or any place, he will make sure that the story is happening there perfectly. So that was the biggest compliment I ever got it.
So what is it from a cinematography point of view that we can expect from Bale Manch Roju? It seemed like a very fun film, funk also, if I may add.
Yeah. See, Bale Manch Roju, I can't explain just like that, because Bale Manch Roju, I told you, it's a one-day story, and I was following with the characters. If it is a chase, the camera will be running, people will be running. When they are in romance, that romantic frame will be there. When the heroism comes, that heroism will be there. One good thing in this film I really liked is the hero's character. If you see, normally there will be a kind of build-up shots. They want to show a hero with a lens. In this, story is making a hero there. It's all about situation. So it is not artificial. It is so perfect. So a hero is happening there.
Okay.
So it is in the character. It is not like hitting 100 people or something like that.
Now you were working for Uttama Villain before this film happened, and then all of a sudden you come here. I mean, I understand that there was some gap in between where you had a lot of discussions, but does the approach itself change? Because considering the star cast there, or the big names involved, or even the scale of the film involved in Uttama Villain to a film like Bale Manchiroju.
I don't even ask who is acting in the movie when I listen to the script, because I'm not a kind of person who really want to shoot big heroes, or I'm not looking for big films or small films. I'm looking for the stories only. If the story demands, the budget can go up. And if you take any hero, any person, if the movie is not good, it is not going to run.
Right.
So you have to do good films, that's it. And we have watching international films, foreigners made films, movies, camera and everything. Then we are all following them. Then our film industry went in a different way, like local art only, like tell one joke, meet one girl, start a song, dance. It is not bad, it is good only. But right now, if you see, international films are in a different stage and we are in a different stage. But we have good films. India is making good films. Then as a filmmaker, I should do good films. I should follow that good things only.
Is that the reason why you are very choosy when it comes to work?
Yeah, exactly. And I need to entertain myself also. And I need to enjoy my work.
But I mean, if you have a camera in hand, I'm sure that gives you a more kick than anything else, right?
My starting time, I was having a still camera and I used to click and I got a national award and all. Then I was capturing everything and then I was thinking everything on frame only. Then suddenly one day I thought like I am missing something. Beyond this square, there is a life there. So if some very sad thing happening, we used to take the camera and click. It's a very cruel thing. So there is one thing is like if you capture it, more people can feel it. But I think I was becoming so cruel. So I stopped taking camera for a long time.
So what, you're literally waiting for that moment to happen to click a picture? Is that why you're becoming so cruel?
I used to click like if I am getting anything interesting on nature, some interesting things happens in nobody can see or something like that. Nobody will be watching. One time what happened, I was traveling in a train and I was sleeping. Suddenly I opened my eyes. I saw very beautiful sky and there is lot of clouds. That formation was so good. At that time I was working with Ravi K Chandran. So when I saw that, I was so excited. I took my camera, I took a lot of pictures with the train and the sky, and I came back and I want to share this. So somebody was sitting
Next to you, yeah.
next to me. I told him, see what a beautiful sky. He was looking at me like this. He was sitting like this. It's like, are you mad or what? Then I find out one thing, like they don't see all these things. Normally people don't want to see anything artistic or anything beautiful. They have their own kind of problem. And I don't have any problem, so I am enjoying everything. So after that, then I thought like I have to see life with my eyes and I have to experience it. It is not like we are going for a tour, going somewhere and watching all the greeneries and the mountains and the water. Wow, it's very good. Let's have a coffee, we'll have some beer. It should not be like that. Then I used to, wherever I go, I will talk to the person who is sitting beside me.
Okay.
Anybody. And I used to ask like his life story, what do you do? What was your parents do? Do you have a love story? Do you love someone? And they used to, if you talk to some senior people, they are very experienced, so they used to tell me very interesting stories. So and it is awesome.
So what's the most interesting story that you've heard all these years? I'm sure you're taking something with you, right? You're carrying something with you.
No, I'm not carrying anything with me.
No, in the sense that somebody would have narrated a story which would have really struck you.
I have this problem. That was a fantastic screenplay. I waited for that film for 1 year. It didn't happen. Then I stopped it. But I miss that script till now.
You said that whenever you go somewhere, you talk to people, all these old people have a lot of stories to tell you. So in that sense, is there a particular story which really fascinated you at that point of time?
All the stories are interesting. It's all different. So we can't say like that is interesting, this is bad or something like that. It is all real stories. We just go with that beautiful memories. That night we'll be thinking about them. Then sometime I used to give my number to them. They used to call me.
Oh.
I used to call them.
Randomly?
Randomly.
You grew up in Kerala all your life. So has that place had a huge influence on you, in terms of how you see the world or the colors or anything?
No, it's all about our parents only. Where you live, how they are treating you. So my parents were teachers and my father was a writer and he was a drama actor. As his profession, he was a headmaster. Both my parents were teachers. So they grow their kids like you should not be doing that. You should be a very nice person. And one good thing they do is, my father used to tell like you don't have to be a religious person, be a nice person. That's what we need. So like that kind of a situation when I grow up, it was so nice. That's why it is because of them only I am sitting like this and I am talking.
You're extremely positive, the way you talk or the things that you talk about. So does that also reflect in the kind of work you do, or do you feel that
Many of my directors used to tell like when I am coming to the set, I have a kind of smile, so it will take half of the tension. So that's, I never noticed it, but something it happens, it's good only.
So you worked with Ravi K Chandran, you assisted for him for quite some time. So looking back, is there something which you can quantify, saying that this is what I learned from him?
One best part from Ravi K Chandran is he is a fantastic human being. He took me as an assistant, like one director told like he clicks beautiful pictures and all, and he saw my photographs and he told him like I made a short film, it is so interesting, you should watch it. So when I took my tape to him, it was not working there. It was a VHS tape, it was not working there. And when he saw my short film, he told me like you are a cinematographer, you have a vision, and if you want to work with me, you can work with me, and if you are very good in that, if you work with me, you can see a lot of new technology, new equipments and everything. You can learn a lot of things from me. But for a cinematographer, there is a different kind of sense which you have to have, that you have it. So, if you work as an assistant continuously, you will become a very bad assistant in the end. So, work like 1 year, 1.5 year, 2 years, something like that, then you should become a cameraman. If when you work with me, you can meet a lot of people, and if you market yourself properly, you will become a cameraman, or else you will become a bad assistant. You will be staying with me for a long time. So that is the thing he told me in my first meeting.
Okay.
So no other cameraman used to say like that. When I was working, finishing my 1.5 year or something, when I was working in Dil Chahta Hai, I got an ad film shoot in film. So I asked him, can I go? He said like, go and shoot. You don't sit, you can come back. And he was telling me like, if you are getting any film, just go and do it, because if you go to a film institute, nobody is going to give you film or light or something like that. Whether it is bad film or good film, you don't see anything. When you are operating the camera, you will get a kind of experience that you won't get it as an assistant. So you should experience it, but don't feel bad when you are doing any kind of movie.
Okay, that was a big advice that he gave you.
Yeah, exactly. Then when I started doing movies, he used to ask me like, I want to see your film. I used to tell him like, no, you don't have to waste your time. So he used to tell me like, no, why? I know the situations, why you bother about that? So I used to tell him like, no, it should be worth. I am making very bad name for you, because I am very complicated when I am shooting, because when we see a lot of films, like around 2000 films you are watching, and you became a cameraman, you are having a kind of decisions like, I should not be doing this, I should not be doing that, I should do something very international. Then when you go for shoot, there is a kind of situation you have to shoot and you have to face it. And it's a kind of story which I am listening first, it is not at all interesting. So I used to think like, yeah, but it is a movie, I should learn something from this film. So each and every film when I do, I'll be very down. Then I used to think like, why am I doing this? Then I have an answer, I don't know any other job, I don't have any money. So I have to make money, I have to do something. So I was shooting like that, but it is very hard to shoot like that. After some time, we'll make some money, we'll get some good name. Luckily, all the movies I got good name only. Everybody was telling that cameraman is very interesting. Whether it is bad visual or good visual, I don't know. I never liked any of my work. Like, it is okay. I used to compare myself like with an international cameraman.
Okay. Do you still do that?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So this film also, when I shot it, everybody was happy. Everybody was telling, Sham sir is looking awesome. I told them like, you got whatever you want. You got some better thing which you are having a kind of vision. But I am not good in my own work. I know I can do better things.
So you said that you keep comparing yourself to, your favorite cinematographers. So who are these people? Like,
it is not comparing. It is like I was observing how the foreign cameraman behaves, how the foreign directors behaves, how they are telling a story. So I find out one thing, like in Indian films there is a lot of drama. they do drama on acting, and the cameraman do a lot of drama on camera, with the lighting. So I used to think like I have to balance somewhere. Something what they want, I have to give it. What I want, I have to get it. So in between, I'm balancing and I'm going through it.
Do you have a favorite camera right now? I can understand that you love digital medium, but is there any particular camera that you really like, which you keep using?
No, the main thing is all the cameras, the makers of the camera, no, they are very intelligent and they are creating something. We are the people who spoil their machine. So
Why would you say that?
no, in any camera you can get beautiful visual. You can capture it in a very different level. See, if you see this room only, with the light you can make lot of magics. You can change the light in the daylight, night light, the other light. It is changing, and the mood of the room is changing all the time. So you have to understand that, and you have to capture that, what kind of a scene you are shooting and what kind of a light you have to use it, and the color scheme, all those things. It is a kind of a plan. We should not be thinking like this guy's character is like that, so he can have some kind of loud costumes. But when you are taking a loud costume with him, we have to balance some other things also. Okay. With the light or some other colors. So in film, one good thing is we can make a decision like, I don't want this color, I need this color. Okay. So if some movie you are playing around with, a lot of people used to tell like there is a bright pink, yellow, that colors are all good. There is no problem with the colors. Okay. That how you are looking the color. So some of the movies in Telugu which I did, like Prasthanam and Avakai Biryani. In Prasthanam we were trying to avoid all bright colors. So and when I did the BKP's film, Charmy's film. Yeah. What is that film? No.
VKP's?
VK Prakash director. And That Rocks the Cradle film remake.
Oh yeah. Kavya's Diary.
Kavya's Diary.
Yeah.
When I was shooting Kavya's Diary, I used all bright colors, and in the climax it goes in a different level. So when we shoot ad films, we have a kind of color scheme, we have a kind of budget. If I am lighting up this room only, I might be using minimum 50 lights here. We put a set, we'll control all the light, we make sure how to get a light. We might be putting a light in 60 feet Goda and all, to get a right kind of light and all. Like that. That will look natural and it will look classy. When you go for a movie, you don't have budgets. You have to finish a movie in a kind of
limited budget that you have.
Limited budget timing. So when I shoot these Prasthanam kind of films and all, people used to think like I'm an art film cameraman. He don't use colors and all, and he don't shoot glamorous like that. But I shoot glamour and I shoot all the kind of things. But when I shoot a story, if the story demands, it should go like that only. If I am shooting a hero film, I should capture the hero perfectly. It should be like a stylized thing. If you see the Hollywood films, when the hero film comes, action film, phase of kind of movies and all, they stylize the movie. There is a cameraman over there to stylize, there is a director over there. From phase of and all, we used to take shots here. We used to copy it, but we couldn't copy properly because they are having a kind of color scheme. We are missing all the color scheme and are just taking the shot. But like that.
Now, you said that we are spoiling the makers of those cameras, right, with our choices.
Yeah, see, anybody can capture anything in a camera. It's a square. It's a square. There is a machine. When technology comes, everything is easy. Anybody can shoot. So what happens is, if somebody is taking something and he doesn't know whether it is good or bad, they will be thinking like, yeah, it is looking nice, these greens are good, there is mountain, I captured the mountain and water. You put a camera like this, you are getting a square, you put a camera here, and you put a camera like this, you can capture everything. But for a director of photography, it's a different thing. So most of the people just capture it. So when you go for a big film, they used to tell like, I need 50 lights here. So he is getting 50 lights and he doesn't know how to use it. Right. So he will take a lot of time and he will spoil the whole scene. Like that's why I told like people are misusing the camera because anybody can use it. Right. For that, for movie making, you should have a team, a good team, like art director, costume designer, makeup man, from the sound designer to the director, assistant director. If all the people are so good, you can see the output on screen.
As a cinematographer, what's your biggest challenge on a film set, sir? Like when you go to a film set, do you know absolutely, are you absolutely sure of what you're going to do, or are you still toying around with your ideas?
I never had any problem when I am going for a shoot. When I am going for a shoot, I am really happy. When I am going there, I used to see the script, I will tell like, go like this. I can do the short division for a scene like 5 different style. Oh, okay. Any scene. You can take this scene like this, you can go for some other angles, anything. You can choreograph the characters here and there. Anything you can do it. So it should be accurate, it should be perfect. So when I am going for a shoot, I am really happy and I never had any kind of problem.
No, it's not about problem. What's your challenge? Like, what is it that you're trying to crack there?
There is no challenge.
There's no challenge, absolutely.
Each and every story demands a kind of style. Automatically, it will come on the line. It is not like very complicated. See, the story, before shoot we have something, like we used to read the script. After reading the script, we are watching a movie in our mind. Then we are going for the shoot. When we are going for the shoot, on the day we know what we are going to shoot. We have the scene on our hand one day before. So early morning when my experience is when I am standing down the shower, when the water falls in my head, the whole thing will be going on there. When I am coming there, it's very easy. So we just enjoy it.
Right. Now, in your career, you've worked with some really interesting people, Ravi K Chandran, or be it Shyama Prasad in Malayalam, and of course Kamal Hassan sir in Tamil and Telugu. You're working with some really young and interesting filmmakers.
Chandra Sekhar Yeleti.
Chandra Sekhar Yeleti also, quite an intelligent guy, from the kind of films he has done. So now you have a very different personality. So when you meet these people, some of them might be very aggressive or dominating in the sense that...
No. It is like, see, if you see Chandra Sekhar Yeleti is a very serious person. He loves his movies, he always go with his films and he is very serious. So he used to, his expression will be like this all the time, like this. So I used to go and tell him like, sir, smile. He used to laugh and why Sham? I used to like, no, no, you are very serious. So he used to tell like, yeah, okay. Is that okay? Fine, okay. Then the main thing is I know is a person, he is always with his film, he is always with his visuals, he is in his mood. When he is coming to the set, he may not be smiling to anyone. Like when he is coming to an actor or cameraman, this is the scene, so we'll go like this. I have a visual like this, and we'll cut from here to there. So I was very okay with that because I have seen his films, like Aite, Anagakonda Okro. So I am a big fan of him. So I supposed to shoot his second film, then it didn't happen. After that, 10 years gap, 10 years, 12 years gap, Sahasam happened. So he was telling me, I was not calling you because I want to give you all the kind of equipments, I want to give you all the kind of freedom. And see Sham, I am telling you something, if you are getting an international award also, I am okay with that. If somebody is telling the movie is bad. So I told him like, no, no, it is not like that. You are a maker, you are a filmmaker. And I told him like, you tell me like, put a camera here, I'll just put like that. Because I have a confidence, like he will make sure that film is happening perfectly. Right. So we were having a kind of very good rapport. So we shot the film and it came out really well. Yeah.
So you worked for a couple of films with Kamal Hassan, sir, in the past 2-3 years. So that must have been quite an interesting experience for you. Sir.
It was the best time of my life. I should tell that because Kamal Hassan is a kind of person. Kamalji is always with movies. That is the biggest luckiest luck which I had in my life. I never thought like he will take me as a cameraman. When he called me, it is because of Sanu Varghese only, Vishurubam one cameraman. He called me and he said like, Vishurubam 2, he needs a cameraman and you did some films in Pakistan background. So I told your name, you show your rushes, if it is okay with him, you can get a job. I am not sure that whether you will get or not. I told him like, I just want to meet him because I was a very big fan of him. So when I went there, he was waiting for me outside. He was standing there. One manager came and said Shamdat. So I was thinking like whether I should behave as a fan or I should behave as a cameraman. Then I thought like he is my director. So I should not be a fan with him. So he was, yeah, I was waiting for you, please come. He was calling me inside. I went inside. He was telling me to sit. I sit before he sits. Then I was taking my laptop and all. I was telling like, I don't think like I made some kind of a quality which you are expecting. But I have done some movies. I can't show you all the movies. I will show you some of the portion, but I can guarantee you like I can do good quality films. So he said like, yeah, show me. He was watching that and he was like, yeah, okay. Then I told him like, sir, actually I'm going to direct a film. So everything is ready now. So please tell me whether if I am doing your film or not, then I can continue with that. So suddenly he said, no, you do my film, then you do your film, it will be nice. Then I was asking, oh, I'm doing your film? Yeah, you can talk to my production. Then I was so surprised. Okay, fine. Yeah, fine. Then I didn't show anything. When I went to the shoot, we are shooting and he got a very clear mind like what he is doing. He knows very well what he is doing.
This was on Vishwarupam too.
Vishwarupam 2.
Okay.
So I was like, whatever he says, I used to follow that. So if I want to tell something, if I am telling something, he used to tell like, yeah, tell me. And I used to tell him, sir, that scene, it was like that. Can we go like this? Because he used to listen to it. Yeah, it will be nice. And if some scene is there, it is very long or something, I used to tell, sir, we are telling something in this scene, something like this. So you most probably some of the scene can go on edit. Do you really want to shoot this? Can we start from here? He used to see me, yeah, don't need it, right? He used to tear the pages like this. And he's like, okay. So he is a very comfortable person. And lot of people ask me, sir, how can you talk to him like this? I used to tell like, if I am a fan, I don't want any bad name for him. If he is scolding me also, I will be telling something which I want to tell. I will definitely tell him. Not only to him, anyone. Because when you work on a movie, you are asking about a biggest task, no?
Yeah.
The biggest task is, I know something about movies, how one scene can go, one story can happen. I have some kind of a thing in my mind, and I have to tell my director in a way which he may not be getting any kind of ego.
Okay. Right.
So I have to explain things properly, that sometime with Chandra Sekhar Yeleti, he used to come to the set and he used to like, put the camera here, we'll start from here. And he will start doing the background thing. So I will tell the camera assistant, put the camera. Then I used to ask him like, sir, the last scene was there, so can we go for a Jimmy shot? So he used to ask me like, why you want to go like that? You didn't like my frame or what? So I said, no, everything is a square. It can happen in anything, any lens. But if you go like that, it will be interesting. So he used to show me the shot. So I used to put the shot and he used to see it. It's looking good, right? Yeah, it's looking, I think so. Go ahead. So if I am telling, if he is telling like, put the camera here, and I am telling, no, I can't do it. What is it in this? I have a frame like this. If something like that I am telling, he will get hurt.
True.
And the main thing is, before shoot, we have to communicate everything with the director, what we want to do it. So the main thing is communication only. If something goes wrong, it will be a big mess.
Right. So what happened to that film that you were supposed to direct? Is it happening?
No, it didn't happen because at that time it's supposed to happen. The director Siddhi in Malayalam, he is supposed to produce the movie. He gave advance to an actor also. Then Kamal sir called me. Then I told him like, Kamal Hassan is calling me, so I should go. He said like, go ahead. Kamal, you are doing Kamal Hassan's film. Such a wonderful thing. When I started shooting, after shooting 20 days, Kamal sir came back to me and told me like, I need to talk to you. I went with him. He said like, I want you to do my next film.
Okay.
So I was telling him, sir, I'm directing one movie. So he said, no, you direct your film after this movie. It will be good for you. I was so happy. Like I can't express. The happiest moments in my life will be with Kamal sir only. From the first day when I met him till the last day, he used to call me for his parties and all. When I go there also, I used to see him like God. Because in my childhood, I used to put all his photographs in my room. In my books also, book cover will be his picture. Like that. And I used to go for his movies on the first day. And I got beaten from securities. And it was a different thing. And for me, the film passion began from Kamal Hassan movies only, like Satya and Nayagan kind of movies. That was all my. Right now also I used to watch. Someday Nayagan film I used to see. What an actor! What a director! Wow.
Right. So you also worked for a Bahraini film, right?
Yeah.
So how was that experience, or would you want to do something like that again if you get a chance?
No, it depends upon the time. If anything comes, I will definitely go and do it, because international films, that is a different play. They are well disciplined and they have a very good plan. Bahraini Tale, they planned for 45 days. I finished it within 28 days.
What? Seriously?
Yeah. And the director is so good. His name is Bassam Al Tawadi. It was also a brilliant experience for me. He was like a big brother for me. When I went there, I was asking him, how come you selected me as a DOP? Because all his crew was from Europe. And some date problem happened, that cameraman got changed, French cameraman changed. Then he saw one of my short film with Shyama Prasad only. He called me. Then I went there with 535 camera, sync sound, big crew is there. And when I went there in the airport, somebody was sitting with a placard, Shamdat and all. I went there, 1 6 feet guy was there. I told her like, I told him like, I am Shamdat. He said, oh, you are Shamdat assistant? No, I am Shamdat. Then suddenly this guy said, you are the DOP, you are the cameraman. I said, yes. Come. He was taking me like that. When I went there, the director was smiling. Hello, hi, how are you? Then we were talking. Then we start shooting. I asked him like, how did you select me? You can get any cameraman. So he told me like, I selected all the DOPs, like all 40 plus. They are very experienced, but they did like 8 films, 10 films, something like that. But in that thing, you are the youngest one, and you did around 12 films, 14 films, something like that. And you are a young guy, so you will be having a kind of enthusiasm. So I thought like I will get something different. When I saw your short film, I didn't see any of your movie, but that short film speaks. So I told him, thank you. And I was asking him, when you saw me, you got shocked or what? So he was telling me like, no, I was thinking about how you are going to handle this big camera. And you are handling it. Like, that yes, I'm handling it.
What was that year when you joined film industry? You know, was Ravi K Chandran stint your first thing with camera?
No, actually, I worked with Ravi Yadav long time back with a legendary director called Bharathan.
Very big name.
Yeah. It was an Arvind Swamy Sridevi film in Malayalam. So it was a surprise thing.
That
it
was
happened.
The first time ever on a film set.
Yeah. I don't know anything. And that cameraman was so nice, Ravi Yadav. He saw my still photographer and he was asking, where were you? You should be coming before. So I said like, no, there was a lot of crowd there, so nobody allowed me inside. Said like, come join, I will see your work for 3 days. If you are good, you can be with me, or else I will be telling you to go out. When I joined him, he was such a nice person. First, one day I didn't do any job, I was just observing. From the second day onwards, I started working. I was asking my associate to give me some job, because I don't know anything. I came here to study. So like that I started. After that, after that film, I did half of the movie. Then he came to Chennai. I went to Chennai. I don't know anyone there, and I don't have any money, and I was in a very bad shape. Then I went back because I was not having any job, and he was telling me like, I am going to do a Telugu film. You don't know any Telugu. You don't know Telugu, so you can't join in this film. So he was telling me you should go and join with Santosh Shivan or Ravi K Chandran kind of cameraman. They are so good. So I don't have any kind of contacts, and I don't know how to go to them. So I didn't go. I went back. Then I did my short film. I forgot it when it happened. Yeah. Then I met Ravi K Chandran. It was a surprise thing only. It was like all April 5th is my birthday. So after April 5th, some special things happen with me all the time.
A year after April 5th.
Yeah, something will be happening. Like that, April 5th birthday, April 6th, I got a national award for still photography. 7th, I met Jabbar Kallarikal, art filmmaker, and I was showing my short film to him. He saw it. When he was seeing that film, suddenly he switched off his mobile and he was looking like this. He told me like, you are assisting which cameraman? I said, no, I didn't assist anyone. So he was telling like, you will become a very big cameraman. You have a vision. I said like, yeah, but I don't have any job. So can you give me some ad films or something else so that I can shoot for you? So he was saying, why you didn't join with any cameraman? So I told him like, film industry is a very different place. All the people are like kings. The other people, they see it in a different level. And if somebody scold me, I might scold back. That kind of a problem with me.
So you have short temper, don't tell me that.
No, I have short tempered and everything, but I will shout in the right time. That's it.
One final question. I'm sure a lot of people over the years have looked up to you, as a cinematographer, or be it anything, your work and all. Now, what's your piece of advice to these aspiring cinematographers? What is it that they have to know before they take up this profession?
No, we can't advise anyone because it's all a kind of, it's a person's perspective towards his life. They will do like that only. If I am telling someone something, they will be telling, who is he to tell something to me? It is not like that. There is a lot of information when I am talking only. Some people will take, some people may not be taking, some people will be scolding. That's it, that is life.
So what's coming up next for you? So like after this film?
Next time, doing a movie with Jitu Joseph, the Drishyam director. Then I have a couple of films with Devakatta, and I might be doing a film with Chandra Sekhar Yeleti because he is a close friend of mine and I would love to work with him anytime in life. And I might do a film with Kamal sir anytime when he is calling me, if he is not calling me, nothing, there is no problem, because I really think like when he is working with different people only, he will grow. And he thought something like that, that's why I worked with him.
Yeah, true.
And there is a lot of people want to work with him. They should get a chance. And we may not be like very selfish, like I should do him. I only do film with him. When I saw this Kamal Hassan's new film, I really loved Sanu Varghese shoot. And he did something different. It's very natural, and there is a kind of style. And Sanu is a very intelligent cameraman, very intellectual. So I love his work.
Is he one of your favorites among the contemporary cinematographers?
Definitely. He is one of my favorite. Okay. We are friends. It is another thing. But he is a very cool guy. He sees life very lightly. And as an assistant, when I work with Ravi K Chandran, I am a very big fan of Ravi K Chandran, because he is such a nice person. I need to tell you something about him. Yeah, sure. Like when I was an assistant, I went to his home, and one old guy came there, and he was asking me, somebody is there, I want the brands which you wear, the shirt and jeans and all, and you want to take some tics. So I told him like he's a very big cameraman, he may not be liking it, so I will do the tics. So when I was doing these tics, suddenly Ravi K came there. What is it? He asked. I told him like, no, he came, and I was thinking like if he shouts or he is telling something, it will be bad. So I told him, suddenly he told like, tell him to come inside. He took him to his main room. He told him to sit in his sofa, and he take the sheet, and he was noting everything. He was asking like, would you like to have a tea or coffee? You want water? And he ticked everything, and he told him like, okay, fine, namaskaram. Then I was shocked. Then he was telling like, see, that guy is very old. Now also he is working. He is our father's age. It is so sad to see him. But one good thing is, it is his spirit. He is working now also. What a wonderful person he is. I was having a kind of happiness in my inside. Like, this is the person who is my guru. Yeah. These kind of things makes Ravi K Chandran as a guru, because lighting and all those things we know. He got a kind of taste, he will do it. But this is something very heroic.
True. Right. Has there been a recent film which you saw and you really wanted to know how did they shoot that, or how did they create that visual?
No, I am not that kind of a technical guy. Okay. Because it's all about creation, what you are creating. So I am another single individual. If I want to do something, I have to do it. Because they are creating their own vision and visuals, I have to create my own vision and visuals. So if there is a treatment kind of a shot, I have to design my shot. Right. There is something we can take as a, inspiration. We can learn that. We want to copy that shot exactly. Basically everything is a copy to copy only. Yeah. From the childhood, your father and mother is telling Amma, Achan, and mother, father, Papa, Mama, everything they are telling, we are repeating it. Then they are cooking, we are seeing that we are also cooking the same thing. We do dress like them only. So People used to say like it is a copy of that, copy of this. I don't believe in that, because it is a kind of business. We are telling a story. If people can enjoy it, it's fine. It can be in any style.
Now, you're almost 26 films old now with this Bale Manchi Rojo. Do you have a goal as such, like this is what you want to achieve in life?
I am achieving everything each and every day. So I don't know the next day. Now I am alive. Tomorrow it's a dream. So live your life.
Right, sir. Thank you so much, sir. It was a great pleasure talking to you. All the best for all your future projects, and we hope to see more of you in future in Telugu especially. Thanks a lot.